Guys, Vin here. This is the Lumintop SDminiVN. It's a brand new release on skylumin.com. This light is a dedicated thrower. Dedicated throw because it puts most of the lumen into the hotspot, very well focused, and then throws it downrange. Okay, an impressive feat for a very humble reflector. I brought along several other single 18650 light here just to put in the schemes of things, at least in terms of packaging. Okay, so let's just go through them real quick and see where it stands. This is possibly the smallest single 18650 light with a reflector. This is the SC63 Zebra light, sold on my store, and look, it's just barely bigger than the battery itself. The reflector is right here where the tip of my finger is, and look, the battery sits right there, and there is no other room for anything else. So you can see the LED and the circuit is all on the same board, makes this light extremely compact. I honestly don't think they can make this light any smaller. Okay. I still have allergies, so you just have to bear with me here. One size up. The Zebra light SE 600, another stock light. However, I will now carry the HP35HI factory domeless version, more added throw. All right. And here we have the very popular Lumintop. This is the Lumintop. Sky Lumin 2, the most popular single 18650 light sold on my store. It's very popular because it puts out about 2500 lumen with a triple. Okay. One size up, you have this is a very compact. This is the Surefire Z2. Okay, fitted with FS54 switch. And with a quad P60VN, it can put out up to 3500 lumen out the front. And it's a very compact 3500 lumen light, to say the least. Okay. I do not carry this light on my store, but I just want to show how big a single 18650 light can be. And this light is just an overkill. It has a very large, deep reflector, very large, big tail cap. Just look at the size difference of these three lights and the size of the battery itself. And all three of these lights takes the same battery. So this is a very big single 18650 light. Sorry about that. All right, here we have the possibly the largest single 18650 light, but it's large for good reasons. Look at how large, flawless that huge smooth reflector is. So this one is obviously a dedicated thrower. Okay, I just put it here just so that you can see the size difference between the smallest single 18650 light and possibly the largest single 18650 light. It's just quite funny how the light here is the SC63 here is even smaller than the body of the light here. So all right, enough rambling with things we don't really care about. Doesn't really circle around this light. All right, let's talk about the main character here, the Lumintop SDminiVN. All right, very humble reflector diameter, but throws very well. It does it with driver VNX2 and XPG2 D-Dome. And for the first time ever, I was able to get over 1000 lumen with a single XPG2 D-Dome. Before, I would get around 750. For example, the most comparable, unfortunately I don't have it here, the TX25C2VN. Almost very comparable in throw and in terms of size. This one is possibly a little smaller. However, they throw about the same. That light is a lot more expensive at $195 versus $130 here, but that light does have a filter kits and color filter kits and diffuser twist on the front. Dramatically more expensive, and it throws about the same or maybe possibly a little more because it does have a bigger and larger reflector, but the difference in throw is not very big. Okay. The big takeaway is though, this light puts out about 25% more lumen than the TX25C2VN. 1000 versus approximately 750 lumen over there. Okay, so you're saving $55. You're getting about the same amount of throw. You get a smaller light. You get driver VNX2 programmability. I think this is a winner, especially for $130 price. And I think that's its main selling point. It has a really good, easily removable but very sturdy stainless steel clip. All right, There's no other fancy accessories on it. The bezel is a scallop, so you can leave the light upside down. It will tail stand very well. You can leave the light upside down and see light leaks out, so you know that it's on. Sorry about that. And the light tail stands just fine. Overall, I really like the look of it. It has very cool large knurlings. It has smaller knurlings in between larger knurlings, so it looks very different. Okay, and I like it a lot in terms of packaging. There's just not a lot of bells and whistles about it. There's no stainless steel stripe bezel, not a lot of fancy fins or anything, but the design works very well and very compact. This light in stock configuration is actually very good as well. With just a current boost, which I have the cheaper version on my store where it just have a current boost. With the stock factory, I think XPL HI Kuwait, and it throws quite well, does pretty good. But the only glitch that, not a glitch, but the only thing I would fault it for is it has a very slow turn off time. You would have to, you press the turn on and you have to press and hold for 1.5 seconds for the light to turn off. And for me, that's just too much, okay? 1.5 seconds is just too long. So Driver VNX is definitely the way to go. Click to turn on, click to turn off, double click for either strobe or max brightness, and I think that works very well, okay? And then of course press and hold to cycle through the different levels. And you have a ton of different mode groups that you can select from, so I think that makes it a winner. What don't I like about this light? I like it a lot. I really like the built-in USB port, charging port. Unfortunately, with Driver VNX 3, X2, X3 is not is still under design. Okay, so Driver VNX 2 will be the production driver in this light, and with that driver, the USB port no longer works, and I would have to glue the rubber battery, the rubber gate here. So that's very unfortunate that we no longer have the USB charging. However, if you're okay with the press and hold for 1.5 seconds to turn off the light and save a lot of money, you can go and get the slightly modded version, okay? Spec 1, I believe. Other than that, this light is really good. Very compact in size. The reflector is overall flawless on the sample that I've seen. The glass is not very thick, but it's, you know, typical of anything in this size. Double side coated. Very thick light. Let's see how thick the body is. Oh, this one is quite substantial. I like it. Okay, so the tail cap is very thick. The body of the light is very thick. The light does have a good heft to it, even though the size is relatively compact. So there is nothing I can fault for this light except it being Driver VNX X2, and you have to glue shut the rubber gate to the USB port. That's about it. Otherwise, it's the best thrower for this size, for this money. And that's all I got to say. Okay, before I forget, let's take a look at what's in this box. I gotta make it a habit now to unbox everything so we know what's all in the box, okay? Light, clip, okay? And this one is a factory light, so you can see here, there's a micro USB port, all right? You can charge it in your car with your computer anywhere you want. The box is very iPhone-like. What else do we have? We have a, okay, pretty decent, fluffy orange lanyard. Goes through. Where would the lanyard go? Huh, they give you a lanyard and there's no lanyard attachment. That is very funny. Alright, so there we go. That's something I don't like about this light. There is no place to attach a lanyard. So why do they give you a lanyard? I got no clue. There is no holes that I can see where you can run the lanyard through. Okay? Comes with it. Alright. Okay, here's cool. It comes with a spare rubber gate for the USB port. So if you're buying the cheaper version that's only have the power boost, yeah, then the USB port will still work, and you have a spare rubber boot, okay, for that. Have dual O-rings, front and rear. I still find it quite odd that it has a lanyard with no attachment points, or I'm missing something here. Let's see how good the holster works. I'm glad it comes with a holster. Some light doesn't even come with a holster. Okay, it's a very tight fit. Okay, it's good all around. I don't see, okay, there's something here I don't like. The light, if you push the light all the way in and the Velcro here matches here, you can see that there is quite a bit of space here. Okay, quite a bit of space. There's a carabiner loop here that you can attach it to your backpack. And one of those really nice belt loop here that you can just unzip and then put your belt loop in, so you don't actually have to take off your belt. I like that. The only thing I don't like here is this big play here. So, but if the light fits very tight, just my take, okay? If this was my light, I would simply just snip off this little flap here and just have that holster like so. It'll stay strong and you can easily withdraw the light. Okay, that's just my take. So the holster seems like it's one that's made for multiple lights and not tailored to this light. Useless lanyard. So it has some accessories that doesn't quite makes the point, but overall I still like this light very much for the performance, and I think you will be more impressed with this light when you see the performance video that I'm going to be doing outside on a separate video. Alright, so overall that's it. I love this light. It's very nice, throws very well. It does what it's intended to very well, except for the factory user interface. I wish the factory user interface shut down faster than I would have tried my best to. Honestly, I still don't think with the factory driver I can get as much output as Driver VNX2. Okay, and I still think Driver VNX2 is superior in every way. However, it's such a shame to be losing the USB charging capabilities when going with Driver VNX2. But in the name of performance, it's worth it. And that's all I have to say. Finally. Alright, thank you.